What about energy? I mean, do you think energy is overvalued here? There's some talk that, let's say when we get into the election season, whether it's President Trump or not, it looks like there's a good shot. We've got a Republican Congress pretty heavily in the House and the Senate. So that seems like it would be good for energy. But does energy supply get opened up and then do prices come down? Does that make energy overvalued right now, or what are your thoughts there?
I would consider it to be fairly valued. I mean, we've been big proponents in energy for the longer term. We don't think that the electric vehicle is going to replace the traditional ICE vehicle in the very short term. Plus, there's lots of other things that we use with petroleum products that we don't always think about. Recently, we reduced our Chevron position. The numbers with Chevron have not been as impressive lately for the past few quarters. We've owned it for over a decade. We still own it, but we own a much smaller allocation to it. We have Marathon Petroleum and ConocoPhillips, which we feel have really solid dividends. They're not out there looking for capex or exploration. They're looking to distribute cash flow to shareholders. So we like that part of it. Overvalued, probably not by any means. Undervalued, I don't think it's in that space either, but pretty fairly valued. And we like them for the dividends, the dividend growth, and in many cases, special dividends that they pay out. So if you see pullbacks in the energy space, I would use them as buying opportunities. I would not be a seller. As far as the election's concerned, we've seen energy do well under both President Trump and President Biden. So it's not like there's going to be a big surprise to what happens with energy. Typically, Republicans have been, better for the stock market in theory as we're talking about things, but you never know because tariffs can play a part in what the future could hold. From a profitability standpoint, tariffs can be very effective as long as they're not too egregious, because ultimately it's a tax on the consumer if pushed too far.